Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, yeah, get a snack, get something to nibble on. This is a part three. Yeah, if you haven't listened to part two or even from the beginning, part one, please catch up and everything. And also know, yeah, I have over 500 episodes. I talk about politics, dating, and the two together because a lot of people don't realize how right now there's a lot of reality TV going on in households right now because a lot of people want to either divorce or a lot of arguments, fights, and things like that because of politics. And it's crazy how many, especially for years I've tried to date guys who were more on the left because especially being brainwashed in the church, things just didn't make sense. And especially a lot of these men, let's just say, like, I talk a lot about it and I have so much more. But and yeah, I have the screenshots. Listen to the episodes because I have screenshots throughout many of the episodes, and I have so many more to upload. And I will. I will. But sit back, relax, because we're gonna get back into the yeah. Yeah, let's just say it's gonna get interesting because this is mixing the why I broke up with Mr. No Heart with politics, with the whole issue of moms telling your sons or telling their sons, your sons, whatever. It's not your fault, it's society. It's not your fault, it's the school. It's not your fault, it's her fault. Even though you cheated on her, used her, and lied to her and just dragged her through the dirt, it's her fault because she didn't tolerate it and she accepted you and she should have accepted you to just berate her and make her feel like she wasn't human enough or valued enough. It's her fault, not your fault. It's like you next time do a better job at cheating. Next time, do a better job at lying. It's like, oh, if you're gonna say you're at someone's house or whatever, especially the teenage years, call and let me know so I can cover up your lies. And when you get older, have male friends that won't snitch on you. Make sure they have your back, and they'll be like, oh yeah, he's right here. Oh, but he's really busy, or yeah, there's a lot of music or whatever going on right now. Yeah, it's like I'm not. Don't blame my son. Don't do that. Let's blame everybody else but him because my son's perfect. He can do no wrong. Yeah, yeah. I have witnessed a lot of that. And it's so crazy how going through the whole dating thing, how many of the parents that I have met, and ladies, if family members, especially their moms, say, why are you with my son? Red flag. That's a hint. Or how did you guys meet? It's like, yeah, it's like that emphasis. Because if it's, how did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? Yeah, if you hear, because yeah, tones mean everything. And it's like it's kind of different. It's like because with some other language, it's like yeah, tones is a totally different thing. You can call your like when Americans go over to other countries and they think they're saying mom, but they're saying dog. That's a totally different thing because in America, tone, tone, and body language. Yeah, pay attention because with my ex and Mrs. Masher, I say Masher, whatever. This woman, yeah, because he will only tell her a pinch of the things that I've done for him, and when I broke up with him, it was crazy because she was like, "You're the best thing that's ever happened to him." You don't know the like 10%. You don't even know 5%. You don't. You probably don't even know two. Like don't know beyond 2% of everything that I have done for this man and how much money this man owes me. But he tricked me because he acted like he was gonna pay me back at a certain point, but then later on it's like I don't know. It's like there was like different hints and lies of him like, well, we're in a relationship. You owe me now. I owe you, but you never give to me. You never pay. Like, how is this? Like, I don't owe you as a. It's like, I'm not paying you as a, like, no, we're not in Las Vegas, boy. You better drag that butt back and that ugly tiny flat butt back. No, it's like, it's ridiculous, ridiculous. Because, okay, I'm gonna get back because I never really gave the whole story about when they tried to trick me, and I was deciding, am I going to sneak off into the bedroom and just pretend that the venison made my stomach hurt, or am I going to, like, suffer the stupid test, this racist, bigoted, awful, terrible test that they're trying to give me? Oh, so yeah, it's like, I'm in the bathroom and I'm sitting there trying not to cry, trying just to shrug it off. But then part of me was just like, you know what? If I'm gonna cry, cry now. It's like, let all of my emotions out now. Because if I am going to face these people, and if I'm going to pretend that I don't know what they are doing, it's better to cry it out now. And just like, since I have allergies with cats and they have cats in that house, I can just say, the dander got in my eye. And it worked. Yeah, see, they didn't think I was smart. I was smarter than they thought. Because I was like, you know what? Let's just get this over with. Because if they don't do it today, they're going to do it tomorrow. They don't do it tomorrow, they're going to keep trying to test me. They're going to keep trying to challenge me as a black woman, and they're going to try to tell me that I'm not smart enough. They're going to try to tell me that I don't deserve any of my degrees. They're going to keep telling me that I don't deserve the different jobs that I have gotten and the opportunities. Because either way, even after that test, that's all they did. But then, even though they kept saying, I want you to have my grandbaby. Oh, mixed kids are the cutest. But you said the only reason I got into college is because I'm black, so you want the only reason for your granddaughter to go to college is because she's half black? Like, what? Or are you going to say, no, she got in college because she's smart, because she's white? That's how make it make sense. Or if she dropped out, are you going to blame that on the white? Like, come on, like, what are we going to do? Because, yeah, it's like, my ex, my white male ex, he dropped out, he white. So it's like, so I don't know. It's just like, are you going to say she only got in because she's black, but if she dropped out, like, I mean, yeah, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because everything that I was able to do, they always came back to say, I only did it, I only got it, or I only got the opportunity because I was black. Even though, like, it's like, and I kept feeling like I had to prove myself, but I was at a point where I would just, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I would just drop the subject. That got on their nerves because they were trying to have that mad black woman stereotype. Because even with politics, ooh, baby, oh, I'm gonna get back to the whole game thing, whatever. Because it's like, once I say this, it's like, this is like, I did go do their little test, and I did play dumb or whatever, because I could have done better, but part of me was just like, even if I do it, then they're gonna just keep challenging me. So I was just like, you know what? If I just, like, yeah. So to me, it's just crazy because when I got the adjunct professor job, only because you're black. When I finished my rough draft of my novel, only because you're black. And, or it must not be that good. Because I remember one, oh, like, where'd you get the ideas from? Who'd you copy from? Because, yeah, AI didn't exist yet, so they couldn't blame it on AI. And, oh, if I publish now, they're probably going to blame it on AI. Even though, yes, like, even my ex's oldest daughter who read a few of the chapters, she know, like, no, there was no AI. Like, oh, and even when I try, it's like, I'm trying to look for, like, not publisher companies, but they're the companies where they will help me be able to post on several different platforms and do, like, print on demand or whatever. So I'm trying to do that. So it's like, but then, do you know how many of these companies, like, oh, just let AI do it? And I'm just like, they can't handle, like, AI could not handle my ideas. And especially, like, oh, what do you mean it can't be? It's like, I'm like, okay, well, with the foreshadowing and the symbolism, and it's like all of the details that, like, and it's like, some like, oh, it can't have that much. It's like, uh, kind of as a comparison, like that whole Usher Super Bowl game or whatever, the details, that's how close I need my details to be. Especially even with the time. Sometimes when they say the time, it's for a reason. When it's a like a flavor of what they eat, it's for a reason. And with like different actions has to be in a specific order for a reason. Some abbreviations are for a reason. But it's really funny how when I'm talking, especially to the white demographic, yeah, the white demographic. Do you know how many times they tell me, well, I know it's not going to be that good. Well, it's taken this long. How is it going to be that good? I doubt it. And, or, oh, well, you're going to have disability representation. Why are you going to waste your time and do that? No one's going to read it. No one cares about that. Oh, so you don't care about me. I didn't say that. Oh, well, you said it without saying it. Yeah. And I, it's just really crazy and annoying because it's like with everything that I worked on and worked for and everything that I achieved, it's like with his mother alone, like, I mean, it was a lot of his family members, but she was the worst. It's like, and then his older sister, oh, she's, in my opinion, she's an absolute nightmare. She is an absolute nightmare, in my opinion. It's like the way, it's like, because especially on Facebook, when her and her mother would start saying racist things, about, especially about the Middle Eastern community, and then I would have them their back. Okay, like, yeah, okay, I gotta say this again because I still don't have those episodes up. But yeah, it's like I put the male Middle Eastern Indian demographic on blast because they need to wake up and recognize that Black women are humans too. And the way that they treat us as a whole is disgusting, degrading, awful, and terrible. And that it's like Black women, we can achieve, we can be, we are amazing too. We can be and we are, because there's some women who doubt themselves because of all of the negativity and all the awful treatment that you guys give to us. And there were like sometimes when like men from that demographic, at first they're like, oh, I want to date you, blah blah blah, but next thing I know, there's like when I'm telling them about my books and my businesses or what do I want to achieve, oh, well, Black women aren't smart enough for that. Like, yeah, and they got this from the white man. Like, a lot of you guys need to wake up and realize, stop listening to the colonizers. Okay, and now that only hurt if I'm talking about you. If that hurt, that means you need to figure out why you think you're a colonizer. Okay, you got to remember, it's like, because yeah, there were people that helped Harriet Tubman, and there were people trying to hunt down Harriet Tubman. Which one are you on? Which side are you, like, because if that hurt, that means you might be the ones hunting her down. So you might want to, go through some therapy and stuff to switch yourself on the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna continue because yeah, I love everybody until you prove to me that you don't respect me, that you don't care about me. And then it's like back to like the Facebook real quick. It's like when Mrs. Masher and the daughter would be like, just like, first, like, Black Lives Matter, oh, they were so racist with that. Then they had the nerve to call me racist for being a part of Black Lives Matter. But then when I would say, like, mm, when it's like when they would talk about the Middle Eastern community and things like that, I would have to go and get the facts and then give them some information. It was to a point where my ex told me to block them. It was to a point where he said, he was like, you need to go visit them, and if you don't, that means you don't love me enough. But when you go up there, you're not allowed to talk politics with them, because every time they would try to talk politics with me, and I proved each one of them wrong. This is why I know. I was like, oh yeah, the who should have tried to debate me. I will. Oh, because if I kept like debating and defeating each and every one of his family members that listened to him, and the reason that they said I was dumb was because of him. The reason they said I couldn't have finished 3 degrees was because of him. The reason why they say that the only reason I got into college is because I'm Black was because of him. Come on now. Come on now. No. Mm-mm. But it's like they got real mad They got really, really mad when I would defeat each and every one with facts, with resources. And then they would try to tell me I'm wrong. And I'm like, ooh, I got my cell phone right here. And then it's like, it's really crazy when I can go to a .gov website, but then they're just going to the you know who and like all of these, like Candace Owens and all this other mess. And I'm like, ooh, no, that's a half truth right there. Oh, well, she only said this part. She only said that part. Oh, yeah, let's look at the real statistics. Let's look at with this professor. And oh, yeah, remember, you know who had a like basically a warrant list or a lookout list of professors that disagreed or who could prove him wrong. See, and it's like if you really agree, because he kept talking about freedom of speech or whatever, but it's like, why would you have a hit list for professors that could prove you wrong easily? Well, like you hate being wrong that badly? And then this is one reason why he debated, like especially the young college students, because they didn't, especially with grade school and everything like that, they didn't teach that much when it came to the issues that's going out into the world. Many of them don't watch enough of the news. A lot of them watch like a lot of the short clips of TikTok and things, but a lot of the social medias nowadays, like it directs you towards conservatives. Like you have to keep yourself out of that conservative stuff, because I remember when I used to do promotional modeling, it's like I would be so exhausted. I would get home and I would turn on the Young Turks or like a progressive type of channel, and I would like it would be on auto, and I would fall asleep. I would wake up. Next thing I know, it would be like I would look at the history since I fell asleep, and it slowly switched over to conservative. And I would be so disgusted. I would I've never watched this stuff. How come I was like I watch progressive, I watch Democrat type of stuff, but when I go like once I go to sleep, it switches over. How come that keeps happening? And so that's one reason why for years, I think 2018, that's when I turned it off. I was like, no, you are not going to brainwash me with this conservative right wing MAGA garbage. No. But that's a lot of the stuff that my ex's family watched. Those are the people they listened to. And then they would turn around and tell me that I couldn't be smart enough and everything like that while they're watching people that are telling them that. So it's like taking out of context. No, no. They never, like, no, we did not take it out of context. They love their bigotry so much that they want to take it out of context to allow themselves to keep doing it. That's what they want. Okay, so it's like I better, let me get back to the. So okay, I'm done crying and I'm wiping off my eyes and I'm like kind of moisturizing, or I'm not moisturizing, but I'm wetting them down or whatever, so that okay they could be a little red, but I don't want it looking like I just cried or whatever. But it's like if I have watery eyes, that's one of my symptoms. Like when I like with cats, that's what happens or whatever. So that's okay. So then I come back out. What's wrong? What happened? Oh no, it's just cat dander. Cat dander? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's like I thought I vacuumed because like one and I did notice cat dander on one of the chairs that I sat at, so I blamed it on that chair or whatever. So yeah, I'm smarter than like yeah. It's like so it's like and then she went to the chair and saw it. So then she went and started vacuuming it while the one of the sisters or siblings or whatever handed me a phone. They're like, oh, we can't figure this out, but since you have degrees, you should be able to get it no problem. And they don't know that I already knew their little plan or whatever, and they didn't do it that quickly. It was more like, oh yeah, have a seat. Do you want something to drink? Oh, it's like, well, isn't it a great night tonight? Oh yeah. It's like, oh, let me grab some wine. Oh, it's like, how are things? It's like, yeah, I hear that. It's like, yeah, how's that school you're working at? Oh yeah. But by the way, yeah, I can't figure this round on my phone. It's like, yeah, it's Wordle. Yeah, it's like it should be so easy for you since you have degrees, right? So yeah, so why don't you finish this round for me? Why don't you do that for me? yeah, so it wasn't just hand the phone, here you go, do it, but it was more, and there was probably more conversation, but like, they would kind of like weasel their way to like get to that. But like I said, like I knew if I passed this test, they're gonna give me another test, and then another test, and then another test. So I was like, you know what? It's like I completed part of it, but at the same time, I'm not sure I made it. I'm not sure, like, and yeah, it's like okay, I know it's not. It's like I don't mean to just compare it to slavery, but it's just having to keep proving my freedom, proving my worth, proving my identity that I am myself and I am smart and that I am capable and that I worked my butt off. For you to have the nerve to hand me a Wordle game when I'm supposed to just be like, my ex begged me to come and see you guys so that he could prove that you're not as racist as you are. Because yeah, he thinks I just read them out of context. Oh yeah, reading out of context when his own mother said that it's like everything I basically do is only because I'm black, and that oh, for me to write a novel, it's like I must have had copied the idea from other people because I can't be that imaginative, I can't be that creative. Yeah. When the oldest daughter says she wants to go to college because I went to college. And then they're like, well, yeah, I'm sure you would do a better job in college, I'm sure. And smiling right at me while they say it. And then talking like with politics and everything. Oh, the LGBTQ, they don't deserve rights. What do they need rights for? It's like they're here. They should be happy they're just here. Look what they're doing in Africa. It's like maybe if they see what we're not gonna do compared to Africa, maybe they'll just be quiet and shut up. So then when it's like yeah, I tried to not talk about politics until they went there because I'm like, don't you? Ooh. Yeah, so then I'll have to tear their tushes up with articles and different research and things like that. But no, I have so much more too. So if that argument happened today, I would have tore their tushes up like educationally so much. And it was to a point where my ex told me I was not allowed to talk about politics anymore because I defeated each and every single one of them. Each one at least 5 times, at least 5 times. Especially his oldest brother hated me. Hate tastes delicious, especially when you're petty. Because he would come up with different like MAGA Republican crap, and it's just like okay, yeah, you're wrong because look at this and look at what happened in history of this year and this. And it's like, and I would just like, oh, you don't believe me? Okay, let me pull that up. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me pull that up. Oh, you think that's a lie? Okay, here's a backup article from this person and blah, 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 blah. And see, now you can't say that it's not accredited because some of the items were not edu or .gov, but a lot of them were, and that's what they hated the most. That my like resources came from like higher, like more reputable types of sources and things like that. They hated that. They hated me for that. Hates taste delicious. But anyway, I'm just at a point where sometimes when people try like cuz oh yeah, it's like and not she they're not only, I mean, they're bigots in almost each and every way because the racism and also just I mean, the racism was the biggest part, but even disability because like the mom noticed that all of them noticed that I walk differently. But the mom would just be like, well, now that you've accomplished all of this stuff or whatever, and she always tried to doubt, like she always like, oh, it's like yeah, it's like you finished these degrees, but then I would not bring it up. And that's the funny things. I know they were jealous. I know that they hated me so much because they were the ones that always brought it up. He like my ex would want be the one that like something like I would not talk to him about this for like over a year and a half. It's like because while I'm at his house, we don't bring it up. I don't talk about let's talk about my degrees again. Yay. No. But then all of a sudden up north, They want to talk about my credentials. They want to talk about my degrees and my certifications. It's because even with my certifications, the oldest brother's like, why do you need certifications if you already have this much education? It's like, are you just trying to be like Einstein or something? It's like, who do you think you're trying to be? I'm trying to be me, myself, and I. Okay, you have an issue with that? I like education. Okay, and I got as much as education so that with the career that I want to make sure that I'm well prepared. You have a problem with that? I didn't say it exactly like that, but that was going in my head right then. Because even with my disability, or it was undiagnosed, I was still going through the pain and everything like that. But and up north, they want to talk about my credentials. They want to talk about my degrees and my certifications. It's because even with my certifications, the oldest brother's like, why do you need certifications if you already have this much education? It's like, are you just trying to be like Einstein or something? But it was really frustrating because with my disability, she was acting like since she sees my walking differently because I wasn't diagnosed. But since she sees that I walk differently, since she sees like when I get up or certain movements, she sees that I might be in some pain or discomfort. All of a sudden, it was kind of like she was trying to be my white savior. Like, oh, this poor black girl, she walks differently. This poor black girl, I knew she can't do it everything on her own. I know that she can't be more successful, or that she can't have more goals, or she can't outdo my son. And so it's like after the dinner or what I like there were so many times where she was just a plain old bigot, awful, terrible, ableist woman. But anyway, it was like, oh, like she was sipping on her drink or whatever, and she's just like, well, you have my permission to like get beyond disability or whatever. You can do it, you can get on because I've seen you. Girl, I don't need your permission. And it's like with her family, like quite a few of them were just acting like I needed their permission. And that's like with a lot of people on the MAGA right, the conservatives, the Republicans, whatever. A lot of them feel like, oh, since I've seen you. But then at the same time, once they see me, they want me to go inside of the house. You shouldn't be outside. You shouldn't be working. You shouldn't be doing this or that or whatever. Oh, you want to be an author? Why do you want to do that? Just get money from the government. Oh, you don't, you have dreams and goals, but why? How do you have dreams and goals when you walk differently? You have, he's like, but and I wasn't diagnosed. I was born with one, but how come all of them saw the disability but the doctors didn't? How come everyone else saw the disability but doctors said I was a liar? And they said I wanted attention. They said I was making it up. Well, I fooled millions of people if I was making it up. I fooled all of them, and I started this plan all the way since I was a baby. It's like, yeah, I'm waiting on my medical records and everything so that I can sue these no good doctors. How come I fooled so many millions of people? Then turns out I was born with a disability. It is in my blood. It is in my DNA. But no, it's like we've got a lot of Republican people who first tell me you have my permission to stay indoors, but no, stay in there. No one wants to see you. That's how they try to make me feel. That's exactly how. And it's frustrating and annoying. I have a life too. I want a life too. It's like my disability should not handcuff me or chain me or enslave me to just have to settle with watching everyone else live. That's not the way life is supposed to be, and I refuse to accept that. I refuse to accept that. But if you agree with that, then you're not with me at all. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Women Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.